I applied for the U21 scholarship because I thought it was a fantastic opportunity to do part of my PhD in another country. So I went to the University of Maryland for a 1-month period. Well, I was going to University of Maryland hopefully to learn from a wide variety of experts in the field of my PhD, and I also wanted to collect some data and start working, analysing that data, learn some new methodologies for some work that would then become one of the chapters in my thesis. If anyone asked me for advice around applying for one of these U21 scholarships, I'd certainly advise them to go for it. It's been a great experience for me and one of the best experiences I've had during the PhD I've been doing. I think put your energy into it. I think the more you put in, the more you'll get out of it. Try to plan as much as possible before you go. Try to base the trip around a certain output. So, for example, in my case, I was looking at doing some research that would end up as one of the chapters in my PhD thesis, but also to make the most of the opportunity. So you don't want to go there and just sit in front of a computer for the month. You've got a fantastic opportunity to meet a wide variety of people, academics and others in those organisations. Try to meet as many people as possible and make the most of that opportunity. I think one of the greatest benefits are the contacts you make. So I've made a number of contacts who are global leaders in the field I'm working in, and subsequently I've met them again at conferences, so you continue to build up that relationship. I organise some of the modules on the Masters in Public Health, and I've got them to Skype in and talk to the students as well. And also, whilst I was in the University of Maryland, I looked at the undergraduate course they run in public health, and subsequently we've started planning for our own undergraduate in public health as well, so it's led on to that development as well. When I was deciding on which university to go to, I first spoke to a number of academic colleagues across the campus here, and then looked at all the different U21 universities and looked at their websites to see which ones had some were doing work in the area of my PhD, and then I put together a list of about 10 different contacts and emailed those people and started that conversation. And I just basically chose University of Maryland based on their enthusiasm. So I mean that there were a number that said they could or they might be able to, whereas the University of Maryland were extremely enthusiastic to get me to go there. So I went with them in the end. And I started the process about 8 months before I actually went to the University of Maryland. So I think it is good if you can contact them very early on and start that process. I mean, just for getting your security tabs and getting access to the university gym and things like that can take 2-3 months for all the paperwork to go through. But also then there's the practical issues around the research and organising meetings and deciding on the best time period to go to the university.